Again, this is Winston Hudson, and I've had eye problems all my life, and I was told in around 20 to file for welfare assistance so they wouldn't ever be able to work. But I got up with a doctor in Pensacola, Dr. Clevenger, that become a hero of me and Tommy and our eye problems. And after examining me for a while, he looked at me and he told me, he says, called me Big Chief. I thought that was real special. I had a special name. Then I found out he called everybody Big Chief. But anyway, he looked at my eyes and examined them, and he said, Mr. Hudson, something like this is what he said. He said, you can't see now. And what's your major problem at the current time is your cataracts. Your cataracts are so bad that you're having trouble recognizing your family at the dining table. And he said, I can fix that. He says, what's the big, everybody's scared about doing it. Your eyes are so enlarged inside the globe. They're like a separate species of animals. And that we don't know if we start doing surgery, if they'll bust or whatever will happen. He said, but I can try to put in an implant. And I just believe that I can help you at least for a while, get you some sight for a while. So he did, and he did, and he did, and he did, and I know it's over up in the teens that surgeries he did. And as he would do those surgeries, he would get to the manufacturer of the implant and they'd adjust all that. But anyway, I don't want to go into no more detail than that. But then I had the corneas went bad. And Dr. Clevenger also told me back when I was in the early 20s that if I seen as an old man, I'd see through somebody else's corneas. Well, I lost my left eye completely during the surgery. A miscommunication, but nevertheless I lost the eye. And then with just the one, I adapted to it pretty well. I can see, it's nothing unusual for me to read 20, 30, 20, 40 on an eye chart, still, under ideal conditions. But there's another thing that's come into the equation now, and that's glaucoma. I don't understand the ramifications of the medicine in glaucoma. I haven't been dealing with that long enough. But as most of you know, it's pressure on the optic nerve. It gets more pressure than it should, and it starts killing that optic nerve. And now they can't repair the loss, but the doctor I am going to, a fine doctor, I'm not going to call his name, he told me that he might have to, my pressure started coming out. And he said, we may have to put you on medication for glaucoma, but that's the only eye. He's very conscientious, and I'm not going to do it right now. Well, that went on for possibly a year. And then when I finally went on to he diagnosed it to start with that I had glaucoma. And I started having blind spots in my vision. And then I went to a glaucoma specialist, and he shook my hand more like him. He shook my hand, he said, Mr. Hudson, I promise you that your glaucoma will never get any worse. It kind of scared me a little bit because I didn't know where he meant we can stop the glaucoma, but it's going to damage other parts of the eye or what. I don't know. But anyhow, I have really serious vision problems. Uh, if I look at something, if I look at a computer screen and I move the mouse, I had trouble. My mouse didn't work for a long time. And what I finally figured out was that the mouse was up there, but I just couldn't see it. So you say, how in the world can a guy have seeing something there? He don't see a black hole or nothing, and not realize that he can't see there. You ask God, He's the one who made the minds. And there'd be just a little bit of lesson there for us if we listen. A lot of times we see things that ain't there. But anyway, I'm at a point now that I'm going to go into some things that I want to do to share some of the talents that God has given me and some of the different things. I want to start doing videos. I did one of Genevieve Hudson, and it's a very simple one, and Myron and them's got it, I'm sure. But I want to record the wisdom, the experience, and the whatever of people. And so then then I'm going to paint. So when I start painting, and you say, well, he's blind, he can't do that. No, I see in spots. I see in spots. And on a bright sunny day, I can see real good, I think. But if I get in a hot, sweaty place, my vision gets really, really bad everywhere. And I think it's the corneas that's swelling. I'm going to talk to the doctor about it from the heat when I go back to see him. Anyway, pray for Winston. And what you can look forward to is these little mini videos if God give me the wisdom and the knowledge to do it. I want to do a lot on thought and the effect of careless things that we do in bringing up our children. If there's ever been anything in this world that needs to be done, listen to me now. You need to take that little child. You need to set that child up on a pedestal. And you need to teach it love. It never needs to wonder where mama is or where daddy is or where they're going to be tomorrow, or they're going to be shooting at each other, or they're going to be drunk or whatever. And I'm not being mean to people. But people, you're feeding strychnine to your children. Anyway, I'm going to start doing videos, and I'm going to do a lot on that subject right there. Thank you, Winston Hudson.